So, I have this theory, right? That Ben, our teacher Ben, not like the other Bens we know, that he is a robot.
Okay, so you're buying into the rumors, then.
I'm not gonna say yes or no, I'm just gonna say that I have decent proof.
So you've been looking into this independently of just hearing the rumors.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't look at me like that. I'm not crazy, I promise. Okay, so you gotta think about like all the different weird things he does during class. Like, there's no way that a normal man will know all the different pixels in a single picture. And he's just so monotone all the time. And he talks about his childhood with no light in his eyes, and it kind of concerns me. He's either super depressed or super a robot.
Next, you're gonna tell me that like the moon landing was faked or something, because that's the level of crazy we're getting to here.
And 3 men blast off for a journey that would make history. Within days, 2 of the 3 astronauts aboard Apollo 11 would become the first humans to walk on the surface of the moon.
I mean, there's solid evidence for that as well.
Okay, I'm drawing the line there. I'm just gonna go ask Ben if he's a robot.
You can't just ask him if he's a robot. You can't ask a robot, hey man, you a robot? Like, you can't do that.
I mean, it's absolutely baseless. I guess I don't really understand why would anybody go to all of the effort of creating and designing a lifelike humanoid robot, programming it to be a college professor with endless and honestly useless amounts of knowledge about film.
Yes, I have heard about the rumors that Ben is a robot. I mean, how could he not be? He just goes on and on about these numbers, the ones and the zeros, and he always talks to the very end of the class. Like, never stops, never takes a breath. It's almost like he's programmed to continue going.
You know, as far as like understanding and remembering, pixel counts and codecs and things like this, honestly, when you repeat things over and over and over again in exactly the same way multiple times a year for years and years and years, how can you not remember?
When I was here a few years ago, I didn't hear anything about any of this. I mean, I've had several classes with him, and he hasn't done anything that would make me think that he's a robot.
One day I saw him drinking coffee. It kind of smelled a lot like motor oil.
I've heard, I drink a lot of coffee, and I've heard that there's a type of coffee bean that they grow in like Panama or someplace like that when you brew it, it's actually really thick. So I don't know, maybe it's something like that.
Is that motor oil?
This interview is over. There's always the chance that I am a replicant, right? But then again, I guess I'd like to think that if I were a robot, that I would have been programmed a little bit better. I mean, couldn't I have been somewhat more perfect? Like there's some sort of debugging that should have happened at some point. And I guess if I'm a robot, then I'm waiting around for a firmware update that's long overdue.